What do you think that Dancing with the Stars did for your brand?
I think it gave me a nice platform, to open up to more audiences than just the one that I was exposed to. Because originally, I have my little 12-year-olds, but now I have the 12-year-olds and their moms, and their moms' moms, and a lot more generations that look to me and are supporting me. I think my main thing is to grow with your audience, and to especially not to try to outgrow your audience too quick. Because I'm saying, I have a lot of young kids watching me. I'm not gonna all of a sudden start catering to Rihanna's audience and neglect the audience that I have. Because they're the ones that support me, and they're the ones that have started my career. So why would I do that?
I just hope people don't get sick of me. And I really appreciate everyone who supports any of the movies, or supports my career in any kind of way. I'm deeply appreciative, and like I said, I just hope you guys don't get sick of me this year, because I'll tell you what, after this, I'm disappearing for a little bit. I'm gonna have to go into hiding for just a little bit.
Because everything I do is 120% me.
In the eyes of the casual observer, Zendaya's rise looks suspiciously perfect. You've seen the comments under every viral clip. Is she actually talented, or is she just well-marketed? The ultimate industry plant. She's everywhere, and I don't get why. To the internet's cynical side, Zendaya is a product, a beautiful face handpicked by Hollywood elites and placed on a silver pedestal. But if you think her success is just a result of luck or a high-end stylist, you haven't been paying attention. Is she a manufactured star, or is she the most disciplined CEO in Hollywood? Today, we're looking past the red carpet and the It Girl headlines to deconstruct the 15-year blueprint of a woman who didn't just join the industry, she conquered it from the inside out. This isn't just about fame, it's about a calculated, high-stakes game of career chess. The biggest misconception about Zendaya is that she popped up out of nowhere with Spider-Man. In reality, the foundation was laid in the trenches of the Disney Channel. But unlike many of her peers who were just happy to be there, Zendaya was already thinking like a producer at 16. Think about KC Undercover. Most 16-year-old stars just show up and read their lines. Zendaya? She refused to do the show unless she was named a producer. She demanded the show feature a family of color and pushed for her character to be socially awkward and physically capable, not just a singing and dancing teen. She was building her no muscle early. While other Disney stars were rushing to release pop albums or taking every generic rom-com offered to them, Zendaya was quiet. She wasn't just a Disney kid, she was a student of the industry, learning exactly how the machine worked so she could eventually break it. She wasn't waiting for a seat at the table. She was learning how to build her own. If Disney was the school, Euphoria was the graduation. Transitioning from teen idol to serious actor is the most dangerous bridge to cross in Hollywood. Most people fail. They try too hard to be edgy and it feels forced. Then came Rue Bennett. Zendaya's performance in Euphoria wasn't just a role, it was a demolition of her former image. Playing a drug-addicted teenager spiraling into darkness was a massive risk. If she failed, she'd be another former child star trying too hard. But she didn't just succeed, she became the youngest person to win 2 Emmys for lead actress.
This wasn't a sympathy win or a popularity award. Watch the hallway scene in season 2. The raw, vibrating agony she displays isn't something you can fake with a good PR team. This was the moment the industry realized that the fashion girl had the range of a titan. She proved that her talent was raw, unrefined, and most importantly, undeniable. While her acting was winning awards, her brand was winning the world. Enter Law Roach. Together, they turned the red carpet into a marketing weapon. Before Zendaya was even getting lead roles in blockbusters, she was the main event at every event. This was intentional. By becoming a fashion icon, she gained visual capital. She made herself look like a movie star before the movies even arrived. And look at the movies she chose. Dune, Challengers, Spider-Man. Notice a pattern? Quality over quantity. Zendaya doesn't do filler movies. She doesn't do the paycheck roles that clutter a filmography. She understands that in 2026, being rare is more valuable than being available. Every time she appears on screen, it feels like an event. She's managed to bridge the gap between being a massive TikTok celebrity and a prestigious A-list actor, a feat that is almost impossible in the modern era. But here we are in 2026. Zendaya has reached the summit. She has the awards, the fashion deals, and the global fame. But the view from the top is precarious. The biggest threat she faces now isn't a lack of talent. talent, it's overexposure. In an age where we see every celebrity's breakfast on Instagram, Zendaya has maintained a level of mystery. But as the pressure to stay at the top grows, how does she keep us surprised? The world expects perfection from her every time she steps out. That is a heavy burden to carry. Can she afford to fail? Can she take a role that isn't a masterpiece without the industry plant critics coming back out of the woodwork? As she moves into this next phase of her career, the challenge isn't proving she belongs anymore, it's proving she can stay human in a world that wants her to be an icon. So, let's answer the question we started with. Is Zendaya a product of the system? The answer is yes, but she is the one operating the controls. The success that looks easy is often the result of the hardest work. Zendaya's career is a 15-year masterclass in the word no. No to the wrong roles, no to the easy money, and no to the stereotypes people tried to trap her in. She isn't a lucky girl who stumbled into a Marvel movie. She is a strategist who understood that in Hollywood, your reputation is your only currency. Zendaya isn't a myth or a plant. She is the logical result of talent meeting an unbreakable work ethic. Whether you're a fan or a critic, you have to respect the hustle, because the throne she's sitting on, she didn't just find it, she built it.
People have opinions, you know, behind the scenes of like what lane I should go and what I need to do, but I know what I want.
Yep.
And that's my number one piece of advice for anyone who's doing anything in life is you have to stick to your vision and stick to your gut. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to push myself in every area of the arts, whether it be acting, singing, or dancing. It's about either whether it be perfecting the dance that you already know or learning a new style of dance, whether it be trying to hit a note that you never thought you could hit or play a character that is outside of your range, then you know that's something I want to continue to do and continue to grow. I think if you stop challenging yourself, then there's no more, you've stopped yourself. But there's no limit to the things that you're capable of, so I think I'm going to continue to challenge myself.
Well, the best thing I've learned, and advice I could give maybe my younger self, is really to focus on happiness. You know, happiness is the key, because there's so many people that you see either in this industry or just in life in general that are going through their days and may have everything they could ever want, but they're not happy, you know? So you have to focus on what makes you happy and make decisions in your career, in your life, that make you happy. And so I've been trying to do that, and it's working, you know, and saying no to things that are negative and saying no to things that you don't want to do.
Thanks for watching to the end. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.